Welcome to Sports Bios, where we delve into the fascinating lives of athletic icons, and I'm your host, Howard Closewell. Today, we embark on a captivating journey through the life of Walter Payton, the legendary running back whose imposing physique, unstoppable determination, and generous spirit left an indelible mark on the world of football. As we explore the remarkable story of Sweetness, as he was affectionately known, you'll discover that his path to greatness was paved with a unique blend of talent, hard work, and circumstance. Walter Payton was born on July 25, 1954, in Columbia, Mississippi, a city nestled in the heart of the Magnolia State, where the humid air clings to your skin like a damp shroud and the rich soil seems to whisper secrets of the past. His early life was shaped by the complexities of rural Southern America during the 1950s and 60s, an era marked by social upheaval and transformative change, as the civil rights movement sought to upend the entrenched injustices that had long plagued the region. The youngest of three children to Peter and Elaine Payton, Walter grew up in a close-knit family that valued education, hard work, and community, where love, laughter, and a strong emphasis on moral character were woven into the fabric of everyday life. As a child, Walter was an energetic and curious boy who found solace in sports, particularly football, which became his sanctuary, his passion, and his escape from the turmoil that often surrounded him. He attended Jefferson High School in Columbia, where he excelled as a multi-sport athlete, playing football, basketball, and track, with a natural ability that belied his youth and inexperience. Under the guidance of his coach, Charles Boston, Walter began to hone his skills on the gridiron, quickly emerging as a standout player with a rare combination of speed, power, and agility that left opponents grasping at air and spectators agog with wonder. The small-town atmosphere and supportive community of Columbia played a significant role in fostering Walter's growth, both as an athlete and as a person. The town's quaint charm, with its tree-lined streets, family-owned businesses, and warm, welcoming people, provided a nurturing environment that allowed Walter to flourish, free from the suffocating pressures that often accompany greatness. As he navigated the challenges of adolescence, Walter began to forge a strong sense of self, one that would serve as the foundation for his future successes and struggles. A sense of purpose that was rooted in his family's values, his community's support, and his own unyielding determination. The historical context of Walter's early years is crucial to understanding his development. The civil rights movement was gaining momentum during the 1960s, with Mississippi being a focal point for many pivotal events, including the infamous Freedom Summer of 1964, when hundreds of activists descended upon the state to register African American voters and challenge the entrenched segregation that had long denied them their basic human rights. The state's complex and often tumultuous history had a profound impact on Walter's worldview, teaching him valuable lessons about resilience, adaptability, and the importance of staying true to one's values in the face of overwhelming opposition. As he entered his teenage years, Walter began to gravitate toward football as his primary sport, drawn by the physicality, camaraderie, and strategic nuances of the game. He spent hours upon hours practicing, honing his skills and studying the greats, from Jim Brown to Gale Sayers, who became his idols, his role models, and his inspiration. The summer months spent working on his family's farm, where they grew cotton and other crops, helped Walter build the strength, endurance, and work ethic that would become defining characteristics of his athletic career. Those long, sweltering days in the Mississippi sun, combined with his dedication to training and self-improvement, laid the groundwork for the remarkable physical specimen he would become, a fusion of power, speed, and agility that would leave the football world in awe. As Walter entered his senior year at Jefferson High School, he was on the cusp of a major breakthrough, one that would set him on a path to greatness. The confluence of his natural talent, tireless work ethic, and supportive environment had created a perfect storm of potential, poised to unleash a football phenomenon upon the world. And it was during this pivotal moment, with the eyes of college scouts and coaches beginning to take notice, that Walter Payton's remarkable journey truly began to unfold, a journey that would take him from the dusty fields of Mississippi to the bright lights of the NFL, where he would become one of the most beloved, respected, and dominant players of his generation. As Walter Payton's senior year at Jefferson High School drew to a close, his impressive athletic prowess had begun to attract attention from college scouts and coaches across the South, like a siren's call echoing through the Mississippi Delta. The summer of 1970 was a pivotal moment in his development, as he attended a football camp at Jackson State University, where he would eventually enroll on a scholarship. It was during this period that Walter's relationship with his coach, Robert Hill, began to take shape, a bond that would prove instrumental in shaping his future success. The two men forged a connection built on mutual respect, trust, and a deep understanding of the game, which would become the foundation upon which Walter's remarkable career would be constructed. As Walter navigated the storied halls of Jackson State, he became increasingly aware of the university's rich football tradition and its reputation for producing talented players. The Tigers' offense, with its emphasis on speed, agility, and raw power, seemed tailor-made for Walter's unique skill set. Under the guidance of Coach Hill, Walter thrived in this environment, quickly establishing himself as one of the top running backs in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. His freshman season was marked by a series of impressive performances, including a 112-yard rushing effort against Grambling State on October 17, 1971, which served notice to the college football world that a new star had emerged. Over the next 3 years, Walter continued to dominate on the field, earning numerous accolades and setting multiple records for rushing yards and touchdowns. His senior season was particularly notable, as he led the Tigers to a 9-1 record and a share of the SWAC championship. On November 22, 1974, Walter rushed for 134 yards against Mississippi Valley State, capping off an incredible collegiate career that saw him accumulate over 3,500 rushing yards. As he stood on the field, basking in the adoration of his teammates and the crowd, Walter couldn't help but wonder what the future held. Would he be able to translate his success to the next level, or would the unforgiving landscape of professional football prove too daunting? The NFL took notice of Walter's remarkable achievements, and on draft day, he was selected by the Chicago Bears with the 4th overall pick. As he settled into his new role with the Bears, Walter quickly formed close relationships with his teammates, including quarterback Bob Avellini and tight end Greg Olson. Together, they would form a formidable offense that would strike fear into the hearts of opposing defenses. On September 21, 1975, Walter made his NFL debut against the Baltimore Colts, rushing for 63 yards on 17 carries in a 7-3 loss. Though the outcome was not what he had hoped for, Walter's performance served as a harbinger of things to come. The early years of Walter's professional career were marked by a series of grueling battles against some of the league's top teams, including the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Despite facing numerous challenges, Walter persevered, relying on his quickness, agility, and raw power to break through defenses and gain crucial yards. On October 12, 1975, he rushed for 101 yards against the Detroit Lions, earning his first career 100-yard game. As he celebrated this milestone achievement, Walter couldn't help but think of his family, his friends, and the countless individuals who had supported him along the way. As the seasons passed, Walter continued to refine his skills, adapting to the ever-changing landscape of the NFL. He spent countless hours studying film, working with his coaches, and honing his technique in practice. The results were nothing short of spectacular, as Walter blossomed into one of the most dominant running backs of his generation. On November 14, 1976, he rushed for 203 yards against the Kansas City Chiefs, setting a new career high and cementing his reputation as a force to be reckoned with in the league. The Chicago faithful, who had grown to adore Walter's charismatic personality and infectious enthusiasm, rejoiced at his success, knowing that they were witnessing something truly special. Walter's on-field accomplishments were matched only by his off-field charisma and charm. He quickly became a fan favorite in Chicago, known for his warm smile, infectious laugh, and generous spirit. As he navigated the complexities of life as an NFL star, Walter remained humble and grounded, never forgetting the small-town roots that had nurtured him from childhood. His remarkable journey, marked by triumphs and setbacks alike, would continue to captivate audiences across America, inspiring countless fans with his unwavering dedication and unrelenting passion for the game he loved. On December 18, 1977, Walter rushed for 125 yards against the New York Giants, helping the Bears secure a 12-9 victory in the season finale. As the final whistle blew, Walter stood on the sidelines, exhausted but exhilarated, his eyes fixed on the horizon and the promise of another season to come. The future held much uncertainty, but one thing was clear: Walter Payton, the humble kid from Mississippi, had arrived as a force to be reckoned with in the NFL. As he walked off the field, arm in arm with his teammates, Walter knew that this was only the beginning of an extraordinary journey, one that would take him to heights previously unimaginable and cement his legacy as one of the all-time greats. As Walter Payton's career continued its upward trajectory, he remained steadfast in his commitment to excellence, perpetually seeking ways to refine his craft and galvanize his teammates. The 1980s witnessed him evolve into an indispensable cog in the Chicago Bears' dominant offense, garnering numerous Pro Bowl selections and establishing multiple franchise records that would stand the test of time. Off the field, Walter's magnetic personality and generosity of spirit made him a cherished figure in the community, as evidenced by his countless charitable endeavors and public appearances that brought unbridled joy to fans of all ages. One of his most notable achievements during this period was being named the NFL's Man of the Year in 1979, a distinction that recognized his outstanding contributions both on and off the field. This prestigious award not only highlighted Walter's exceptional athletic abilities, but also his tireless efforts to make a positive impact on the world around him. As he once eloquently stated, "When you're blessed with talent, you have a responsibility to use it for the greater good." These words encapsulated the essence of Walter Payton's character, a man who intuitively understood that true greatness extends far beyond personal accomplishments. As the first reflect on Walter's remarkable journey, I am reminded of the profound influence he had on those around him. His teammates, in particular, spoke of his unwavering dedication and unrelenting passion for the sport. Mike Singletary, the legendary linebacker, once shared with me a poignant anecdote about Walter's impact on their team's dynamic. "Walter was more than just an incredible football player," Singletary recounted. "He was a beacon of hope, a shining example of what it means to live life with purpose and passion." This sentiment was echoed by countless others who had the privilege of sharing the gridiron with Walter. The latter part of Walter's career, however, was marked by a series of challenges that would test his mettle. Injuries began to take their toll, and the inevitable decline of his playing abilities forced him to confront the reality of his own mortality. Yet, even as his time on the field drew to a close, Walter remained an icon and a source of inspiration for the Chicago Bears and the NFL as a whole. His legacy continued to grow, with numerous accolades and recognitions that served as a testament to his enduring impact on the sport. Tragically, Walter Payton's life was cut short when he passed away on November 1, 1999, at the age of 45, due to complications from primary sclerosing cholangitis, a rare and unforgiving liver disease. The outpouring of grief and tributes that followed his passing served as a poignant reminder of the profound impact he had on the lives of those who knew him and admired him from afar. As the first look back on Walter's remarkable life, I couldn't help but wonder, what is it about certain individuals that inspires such devotion and admiration? Is it their unwavering commitment to excellence, or their unrelenting passion for the sport they love? He embodied the values of hard work, dedication, and compassion, inspiring generations to strive for greatness and to make a positive difference in the world. The Walter Payton Man of the Year Award, established in his honor, continues to recognize NFL players who demonstrate outstanding community service and charitable work. His foundation, dedicated to supporting organ donation and awareness, has made a significant difference in the lives of countless individuals and families. Walter Payton's story serves as a testament to the human spirit, a reminder that we all have the capacity to make a positive impact on the world around us. That's all for today's Sports Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Howard Closewell, reminding you to keep shooting for your goals.